Prosperity is not without many fears and disasters. And adversity is not without comforts and hopes. It is better to fail in originality than to succeed in imitation. If you dare nothing, then when the day is over, nothing is all you will have gained. You may have to fight a battle more than once to win it. The trick is to enjoy life. Don't wish away your days waiting for better ones ahead. Every luxury must be paid for. And everything is a luxury. Starting with being in this world. Do something today that your future self will thank you for. You may delay, but time will not. Now is no time to think of what you do not have. Think of what you can do with what there is. Within our dreams and aspirations, we find opportunities. Expect little from people. Expect a lot from yourself. That's the secret of a happy life. The road to success is dotted with many tempting parking places. What makes you unique is what makes you attractive. It is important that we forgive ourselves for making mistakes. We need to learn from our errors and move on. Absorb what is useful, discard what is useless, and add what is specifically your own. Just when the caterpillar thought the world was ending, he turned into a butterfly. It's the little details that are vital. Little things make big things happen. We build too many walls and not enough bridges. Often, any decision, even the wrong decision, is better than no decision. We may encounter many defeats, but we must not be defeated. To succeed, jump as quickly at opportunities as you do at conclusions. Resilience is knowing that you are the only one that has the power and the responsibility to pick yourself up. True wisdom requires both thinking with our head and understanding with our heart. Start by doing what's necessary, then do what's possible, then suddenly, you are doing the impossible. We must accept finite disappointment, but never lose infinite hope. Don't base your decisions on the advice of those who don't have to deal with the results. The starting point of all achievement is desire. If something is wrong, fix it now. But train yourself not to worry. Worry fixes nothing. Challenges are gifts that force us to search for a new center of gravity. Don't fight them. Just find a new way to stand. To accomplish great things, we must not only act, but also dream, not only plan, but also believe. Climb the mountain to see the world, not so that the world can see you. We generate fears while we sit, we overcome them by action. Act as if it were impossible to fail. If you don't stand up for something, you can fall for anything. When we strive to become better than we are, everything around us becomes better too. In the end, we only regret the chances we didn't take, the relationships we were too afraid to have, and the decisions we waited too long to make. Sorrow looks back. Worry looks around. Faith looks up. Failure is a condiment that gives success its flavor. Most of the important things in the world have been accomplished by people who have kept on trying when there seemed to be no hope at all. If you can do what you do best and be happy, you'll be further along in life than most people. There is only one way to avoid criticism: do nothing. Be nothing. Say nothing. The secret to change is not on fighting the old, but on building the new. If you spend too much time thinking about one thing, you'll never get it done. If everything seems under control, you're not going fast enough. Every failure is a lesson. If you are not willing to fail, you are not ready to succeed. If you only do what you can do, you'll never be more than you are now. A sword can only be formed once it goes into the fire. The day you plant the seeds is not the same day you eat the fruit. Pain tells you that you have been injured, but more importantly, it tells you that you are not dead yet. Be a person who was born in the struggle, not someone who dies in it. You are likely to fall when you stop paddling your bicycle. Stay calm. You've been through this before. You'll get through it again. If you want to make the wrong decision, ask everyone. When you find the purpose in your life, every second seems much more meaningful. When a defining moment comes along, you can do one of two things: define the moment or let the moment define you. Never give up on a dream just because of the time it will take to accomplish it. The time will pass anyway. Character consists of what you do on the third and fourth tries. You may be the only person left who believes in you, but it's enough. Stand up to your obstacles and do something about them. You will find that they haven't half the strength you think they have. It's supposed to be hard. If it wasn't hard, everybody would be doing it. The hard is what makes it great. If you only walk on sunny days, you'll never reach your destination. By 3 lessons we may learn wisdom. First, by reflection. Which is noblest? Second, by imitation. Which is the easiest? And third, by experience. Which is the bitterest? People inspire you or they drain you. Pick them wisely. Fear is temporary. Regret is forever. One day, the people that don't even believe in you will tell everyone how they met you. Allow yourself to be a beginner. No one starts off being excellent. Some people are investments, and some people are bills. Know the difference. Excuses make today easier, but tomorrow harder. Discipline makes today hard, but tomorrow easier. Your struggle is part of your story. Sometimes, being alone is the best medicine to your soul. Without rain, nothing grows. Learn to embrace the storm of your life. Have patience. All things are difficult before they become easy. Life has many different chapters for us. One bad chapter doesn't mean it's the end of the book. You only pass through this life once, you don't come back for an encore. Two things define you: your patience when you have nothing and your attitude when you have everything. Before you act, decide. Before you decide, think. Before you think, focus. One day, you will thank yourself for not giving up. The strongest people are not those who show strength in front of us, but those who fight battles we know nothing about. Your failure does not define you, your persistence does. Have enough courage to start and enough heart to finish. The best way to predict your future is to create it. The answer is always no until you ask. Don't spend time beating on a wall hoping to transform it into a door. Every adversity, every failure, and every heartache carries with it the seed of an equivalent or greater benefit. Forgive your old self, you change. Sometimes, you face difficulties not because you have done something wrong, but because you have done something right. If you look at the people in your circle and don't get inspired, you don't have a circle, you have a cage. Most people spend more time and energy going around problems than in trying to solve them. Never trust anybody. Trust is earned, not given from the start. Do not follow where the path may lead. Go instead where there is no path and leave a trail. You cannot change the direction of the wind, but you can adjust your sails to reach your destination. You're never too old to cut people out of your life. Life gives you lots of chances to screw up, which means you have just as many chances to get it right. People treating you poorly is a reflection on them, not you. You'll have bad times, but it'll always wake you up to the good stuff you weren't paying attention to. Once a problem is solved, its simplicity is amazing. Every second you spend comparing your life to someone else's is a second spent wasting yours. You don't like everybody, so don't worry about everybody liking you. Sometimes, you can make all the right choices and then have to sit there and watch them all crumble around you. You just have to pick up the pieces and keep moving. You stop explaining yourself when you realize people only understand from their level of perception. Never take for granted the time you spend with the people you keep. It could be over any day. Don't focus on perfection or control. You are not in control of anything. And there is no such thing as perfection. You can't pour from an empty cup. Take care of yourself first. No matter how good a person you are, you will always be bad in someone's story. If you define the problem correctly, you almost have the solution. Don't take criticism from anyone you would not take advice from. Say no more than you wish to have said. Do no less than what you wish you had done. Don't do anything you feel you'd have to lie about later. Whatever is causing you worry or pain right now won't cause you worry or pain forever. Things change with time, and it will pass. Don't be afraid to start over again, this time. You are not starting from scratch, you are starting from experience. When you get a different vantage point, it changes your perspective. It allows us to see things that maybe we should have seen a long time ago. In this life, you don't have to prove anything to anyone but yourself. Wanting something is not enough, you must hunger for it. Your motivation must be absolutely compelling in order to overcome the obstacles that will invariably come your way. Life is an experiment in which you may fail or succeed. Explore more. Expect less. Life moves pretty fast. If you don't stop and look around once in a while, you could miss it. You'll never be able to please everyone. So don't make your life revolve around being accepted by everyone. Never fall in love with the same person twice. Because the second time you fall in love with the memories, not the person. Be selfish with your time. A lot of people don't deserve it. Never take anything personally. What others say and do is a projection of their own reality. If it can be fixed, why are you complaining? If it can't be fixed, why are you complaining? Everything outside of this moment is just imagination. There's no point in being grown up if you can't act a little childish sometimes. At first, you choose a partner based on appearance and enjoy it until you realize that your children will be raised not based on appearance, but based on values. The average of 5 is real. If you really want to know someone, look at the 5 people they talk to the most and spend the most time with. Embarrassment is the cost of entry. If you aren't willing to look like the foolish beginner, you'll never be the graceful master. No one has the answer. You're going to spend a lot of time figuring things out. A lesson never ever goes away until it has taught us what we need to know. Think before you act. You can take a second to do something you haven't properly considered that isn't a true reflection of your character. And it can undo a lifetime of kindness and generosity. Regretting won't change your past. And it will end your future if you continue to do that. Sometimes, you just have to let stupid people be stupid. You must let the pain visit. You must allow it to teach you. You must not allow it to overstay. Your life becomes so peaceful when your anger for the people who hurt you turns into sympathy for them. There are far, far better things ahead than any we leave behind. There is meaning in every journey that is unknown to the traveler. What you get by achieving your goals is not as important as what you become by achieving your goals. The first step towards getting somewhere is to decide you're not going to stay where you are. You don't have to see the whole staircase, just take the first step. Action may not always bring happiness, but there is no happiness without action. How much you can learn when you fail determines how far you will go in achieving your goals. The things you do for yourself are gone when you are gone. but the things you do for others remain as your legacy. Only those who dare to fail greatly can ever achieve greatly. Adversity is like a strong wind. It tears away from us all but the things that cannot be torn, so that we see ourselves as we really are. The past is in your head, the future is in your hands. Many of life's failures are people who did not realize how close they were to success when they gave up. You've survived 100% of your bad days. If you wouldn't take advice from them, why would you take criticism? You won't know what is right for you until you experience enough wrong. The highest reward for a person's toil is not what they get for it, but what they become by it. The bigger the ambition, the slower you need to go. Better to admit you walked through the wrong door than spend your life in the wrong room. Some people were not put on your path to evolve. They were put there to remind you what it looks like if you don't. If you focus too much on the bigger picture, you often forget that a forest is made of individual trees. We all love ourselves more than other people, but care more about their opinions than our own. The chains that hold you back are never put there by someone else. You already know what you need to do, you're just pretending you don't. But once you stop, things will fall into place faster than you think. Be proud of your scars. Heroes do have them. You get what you focus on, so focus on what you want. You can't cross the ocean until you lose sight of the shore. When you reach doubt, that's when you start to make real progress. Everyone wants to skip struggle, not knowing that's where character is built. If you look for the light, you will often find it. But if you look for the dark, it is all you will ever see. Trees don't hang around with the grass, even though they are started from the same place. Failure is luck whose meaning you have yet to understand. Your value is not determined by someone else's inability to see your worth. The greatest damage for most of us is not that our aim is too high and we miss it, but that it is too low and we reach it. When one door of happiness closes, another opens, but often we look so long at the closed door that we do not see the one that has been opened for us. What would you do if you weren't afraid? Everything is going to be all right. Maybe not today, but eventually. Whenever you find yourself doubting how far you can go, just remember how far you have come. Remember everything you have faced, all the battles you have won, and all the fears you have overcome. Trust yourself. You've survived a lot, and you'll survive whatever is coming. Never give up. You don't know how close you may already be. Don't be scared because you don't have all the answers right away. You will learn through your experiences and find your own way to happiness.